going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the NASCAR The Game Inside Line Dale Earnhardt Jr. season mode. Now, hopefully, you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content and you want to see this channel grow, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel's sponsor for today, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy, I'll leave it linked in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You will save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Now, guys, let me tell you, it is a phenomenal product. I use it pretty much on a daily basis. When I'm not drinking water or beer, that is my go-to drink. Their flavors are great. My personal favorite being the Grandpa's Dentures. It is a mango papaya flavor. Definitely highly recommend you checking it out. Now, guys, before we get to the actual content, I do want to do a few pluggerooskies on the channel. Let's start with the series playlist. I'll leave it posted in the top right-hand corner right here. Now, guys, we only have 3 races left until the end of the season, and it looks like Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be closing in potentially on his very first NASCAR Cup Series championship. I'm super excited about it. Remember, I did state in the last episode that we will be going to NASCAR 14 after this, just trying to get something NASCAR related on the channel before NASCAR 25 drops. I'm having a lot of fun with this series, though. I had a lot of fun with the U-Technics games back when they first came out. I can't wait to drop the next series, though. It will be a different driver this time, so will not announce that right at this moment, but I'm super looking forward to it. Be sure to check out the NBA 2K25 My League with the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm going to leave it posted in the top right-hand corner right here. Definitely recommend you guys checking it out. Having a lot of fun with it. We missed the past 2 weeks just due to scheduling conflicts, everything like that. We will be picking it back up this Friday. I'm going to try and get most of my recordings done while I am on vacation. Get caught up so we can keep going with this channel and just have, my stuff all in the back catalog. So, guys, we are going to get this episode started. We are at Texas Part 2. This is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get this thing started. I hate Texas as a track, but hopefully we can have a better run than we did in the first one. I think we finished top 20 first one, so hopefully we can have a better run, maybe squeak into the top 15, maybe a top 10. But as I was saying, Dale Earnhardt Jr., your points leader, with a damn near 100-point lead over Clint Boyer, who is in second. 6 wins on the year for Junebug. Having an all-time great season that I will cheers to that, my friends. And I am sweating bullets right now because I'm wearing this jacket and it's like 80 degrees here in Baltimore. It's a little toasty, not even gonna lie. It is a little toasty. Carl Edwards is your the last driver that is in there is Martin Truex. Jeff Gordon has fallen off a cliff since the start of the playoffs and absolutely just has not caught back up yet. Dave Blaney with that one win in 41st position. Not a great day for great year for Dave Blaney, but what are you going to do? Texas Motor Speedway is where we're going to be running today. It is a day race. Not a big fan of this Texas Motor Speedway, but got to do what we got to do, man. Not even going to lie. It's just not been... It is not my personal favorite track. I would be fine, much like how Kyle Petty feels about Darlington. I love Darlington. I wouldn't be mad if they just threw a bunch of water in it and threw a bunch of fish in it and used the whole bass fishing tournaments. I hate Texas with a passion. I think the races are generally very boring. I think it's just one of the worst tracks on the schedule. I would not be mad if it got replaced. If we're just talking IRL. Not a big Texas fan. But look at the runs that we've had all year. We had a singular DNF, and that was all on me. Racing hard for that last lap, and I just could not. It was at Kansas, in fact, earlier in the year. Kansas won, where I hit the wall like with 2 laps to go or something like that, and just blew the motor. What are you going to do, right? What you going to do? And here we go. 3 races left. Texas. And we're going to get this race underway, and I will be right back. Jesus.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Texas Motor Speedway in Dallas-Fort Worth for today's running of the AAA Texas 500. Alongside Hall of Famer Darrell Waltrip, I'm Mike Joy.
Mike, the guys like coming here because Eddie Gossage and his folks, they put on such a great show. A lot of festivities, a lot of things that go on around this racetrack, plus an exciting race.
Oh, it's pretty spectacular here.
You got that right, and the Roush cars seem to have this place figured out. They're the favorites for me.
They say everything's bigger in Texas. How big would a win be to your hopes in the championship chase today?
Thank you, Darrell and Mike, for that introduction. And lap 1, already calamity as frickin' Juan Pablo Montoya just gets put in the wall. And that is going to be the first caution of the race. Look at it. Oh, and Bobby Labonte got into it. It was just not a good way to start the race. For whatever reason, Juan Pablo just checked up on us, and we put him into the wall. Wow. Not what I wanted to do, but it happens. And here we go. We're on the inside line. We're going to get this thing going after 2 caution laps. Not a good way to start the race, but it was an interesting one nonetheless. And the lap is good again, and there's a big checkup on the outside. We just pick up a ton of positions as we are going to the 26th position. And we move Jeff Burton, South Boston, Virginia native, out of the way. He just clips our right rear there. We're up to 25th. We are slicing and dicing our way through this field. And we're going to get to the back bumper of Ryan Newman and cut right through, cut right down. And we're already knocking on the door of a top 20 as we're sitting in 22nd. I just doored. Oh, God. Whoa. Where are you going, Marcus Ambrose? As that's the second caution of the race. I don't know where Marcus Ambrose thought he was going. He just... And 2 cars are in an accident. You know, it's kind of surprising that we're almost all the way through this season and Joe Gibbs Racing has not gotten a win yet. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano are all out of the playoffs. We're going to get this thing restarted here. Lap number 7. 10th place we moved up because we didn't pit here. And hopefully we can continue to play this strategy and maybe get ourselves a good finish. And we're just going to drop in under Joey Logano. That's a future 3-time Cup Series champion. So we get to the back of Jimmy Johnson, our teammate, and we're going to be on the inside. Hopefully we can get past him this corner. Ooh, power sliding. Oh, my God. That was, I mean, nothing incredible about it, but we were just lucky that we didn't lose the car there. As we're still in the top 10, as Jimmy Johnson pulls away from us, we're trying to get a little bit of separation from Paul Menard. We've got at least 3 Hendrick drivers in the top 10, with Casey Kane leading, Jimmy Johnson in 9th right there, and Dale Jr. rounding out the top 10 in 10th. We're going to take this way high line, and Paul Menard's just going to get by us. We scrape the wall. It's unfortunate. It happens sometimes. But he's just checked up right there. If I could figure out Texas, I think we would be all right. And just keep it off the wall, Junior. And we're at lap 12. Keselowski's going to drive right by us. Oh, no. Oh! I don't know what happened there. But we went for a little bit of a ride. We got into the back bumper of Brad Keselowski. Jeff Burton went for a ride. Did you see that? He went like a damn trampoline. On a trampoline. That was insane. We're going to have to pit here. We're going to be way in the back. We're in the back, so we might as well get fresh Goodyears, top it off with the Sunoco fuel, and get going. Hopefully, we can have at least another decent run here. See a little bit up in front of us. Juan Pablo is right there, and Juan Pablo was put into the wall by us on lap 1. Complete mistake. He checked up. I wasn't going to check. Well, not knowing that I could have been rear-ended, I just decided to drive right through him. Not going to lie. We're going to fix the damage, pit here, get fresh tires, get some fuel in this car, and continue on. Hopefully we can continue to have another good run. I would really just like to have a good run here. I know I'm wearing the green Dale Jr. son whatchamacallit under it, the sun drop shirt under it, and that's why you can kind of see through the jacket. I don't want to button it all the way up because, again, it's hotter than a motherfucker up here with the, I got the fan turned off, and I'm already baking. And here we go! We're going to get by a bunch of cars as we were in dead last. Kevin Harvick, your leader. Casey Kane had the fastest lap of 29:35. As we're going to get on the inside of Todd Gilliland here. Oh, God. Is he trying to pit? Oh, we just got into one of the BK Racing cars. And I think he's good. I think he just had to drive it off the track. What a turn of events, though. Oh. Hate using that apron. We're going to let him get... There's some people in the wall up in front of us as we're all the way up to 33rd position. Brad Keselowski back here with us. We just give him a little bumper and push him out of the way ever so gently. And if I remember correctly, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s first win was at Texas Motor Speedway. Oh, God. We're checking up, and we're going to throw a block. Dave Blaney into the wall. We're going to use that to our advantage as we get to 31st position. And now we pick up 2 more spots. Chase contender Matt Kenseth. We're trying to get him in our rearview mirror, because I want to try and get as many points as I can on my competition. I feel like it's pretty close to being out of reach for, Clint Boyer, who is in second. But a little bit of contact with Dave Blaney and on the wall. Same with Matt Kenseth, as we're going to pick up a couple spots on that inside line. Oh, we're all the way up to 28th. Greg Biffle, who has had kind of an up and down chase as we get into the 13 of Casey Mears. We were able to not put him into the wall, surprisingly. Oh, them tires are shot. You see me skidding around right there. Kevin Harvick out to a big lead. We're just going to take that high line. I'm trying to keep it out as long as possible so we can kind of get a strategy call going. Ooh. All right, we're gonna try and those tires are pretty much gone, guys. As we're getting we're fighting for 30th with Austin Dillon. And no disrespect to Austin Dillon, I'm gonna let a bunch of cars go by. He is a future Texas winner. As we got a car going into the pits. Feel like we're going to see a lot more coming down pit road here in the very near future as we get into the back of Bobby Labonte. We're just going to drop down. I'll let Brad Keselowski take this spot. Remember, we're just trying to hold on right now. We're going to see some other... I feel like we're playing a strategy call here. As, there is a bunch of people slowing up. And that's going to be a call. Holy moly. Clint Bowyer, playoff contender. Let's take a look at the replay. Looked like it was just caused by a car pitting. And Kurt Busch, Clint Bowyer. Clint Bowyer goes for a ride through the Texas grass and puts it back up on the track. We're going to pit here. We got to pit here. Them tires are gone. Like, we are not going to... Like, if we do stay out, which is not the move, we would just be all over the track. So we need them fresh good years. We need to figure out what's the best strategy for us. And hopefully we can keep it going until we can just keep this momentum, or figure it out and come out with a good finish. And we are going to pit here. Not a lot of damage, so we are going to fix it, though. Casey Kane has had a very good run. He's top 5 in points, too, so we could have a 2 cars finish in the top 5 Hendrick drivers, which would be amazing. And we're pulling off. And where are we going to be restarting? Landon Castle decided not to pit. Clint Bowyer going to be starting in last. Jeez Louise. I feel sorry for that guy. And we are about halfway through. We're getting to about the halfway point, and hopefully we can continue to have these solid runs as we are just going to check it up all the way to the inside. Oh, God. Ooh, we are loosey-loose to start this thing. We're going to just try and hold our position. Why am I switching cameras? Oh, God. We got a bunch of... Why is everybody slowing up right there? Was there a car coming down the pits? Ooh, we get into the back and no paid check. As we passed the halfway, or we passed that halfway point. We got into the back end of Greg Biffle. God, the Biff is just... I don't know what to say about the Biff. Generally like him. I mean, I've always been a fan of the Biff. Oh, Biff got into the wall. Whoa. What the hell? Kevin Harvick has been absolutely dominant today. Ever since he got the lead, he has been dominant. Well, we are fighting for top 20. And I don't know what's going on with this car. Them tires, they can't be shot already. Like, what the hell? As we're going to let a couple cars get by us. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, we're going to take it through the grass here. Okay. We're all the way back down to 31st. Jesus Christ, not a good run. 32nd. Brad Keselowski not having a good run today. As we just got into friend I think my NASCAR license needs to be revoked. 'Cause, 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 ' I think it... I mean, Mark Martin does too, but... We're going to pit here because we're going to be coming out in last either way, so... Does it really matter at this point? Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Get them 4 good years, get the damage fixed, and just come out. And hopefully just figure out something, because this has not been fun so far. 17-second pit stop. Man, I will say that about the single lug now, is pit stops have gone down a lot. Ooh. As I'm sweating bullets.
Okay, boys. Safe and smart.
There we go. We're gonna get tires here. We're gonna change our tires. We're gonna fix the damage, get fuel in it. Maybe this is enough to get us to the end. Look at all the damage to this car. Like, it's bad, dude. It is bad. Like, it's pretty beat up. Danica Patrick in the... Oh, my God. Jesus, pray for me.
That was our fastest stop today. Awesome work.
With 27 laps to go, I think we'll have the fuel, but we won't... I don't know about the tires. I honestly don't know about how good our tires are. And we are back racing, ladies and gentlemen. We get under a couple cars here. Clint Boyer not having a good day. Like, we've been up towards the front a few times. We almost lose it right there with Bobby Labonte. God. That was, you know, when I was a kid, I loved Bobby Labonte. I always thought he was one of the more respectable racers. As we got a big checkup coming out of turn 3 and 4. Somebody trying to pit here, and they're just... I don't get the AI with this game. Ooh, shit. And that's the 6th caution of the race. Look at it. Jesus. Brad Keselowski got turned right there. That was insane. Brad Keselowski got turned, and yeah. So now we're up to the top 20 in 20th position. As we are going back green, try and keep it, well, do our best to keep it clean for the last 20 laps of the race. As... Oh, my God. David Stremme up there in the number 30. And we're going to take this inside line. We're going to use Regan Smith to push through. And we're going to be up into 18th position. And I feel like you're going to see a big checkup, a bunch of cars smacking that wall. And a little over 20 laps to go. Now, 19 at this point. We're running P16. Keselowski is way out in front of us. We got Scott Speed trying to chase us down for 16th. I feel like this is about as good as this car is going to be. We got 18 laps and yeah, 20 laps. So we're going to have to pit. We'll probably just do a splash, maybe some tires. We got some cars pitting right now coming off pit road. And, ooh, yeah. Oh, God. We power slid through that thing. As we were able to save it, but we're going to lose some positions. We're down to 19th. Did you just see that? That was like a Tokyo Drift type move. As we're going to have some cars pitting here. We pick up a position. All the way up to 18th. Just try and not lose it again. Tony Stewart, your leader. We aren't going to have enough gas or fuel to make it the rest of the way. We bounce it off the wall. Mark Martin on the inside of us. We'll give him 19th maybe. Or we're just going to push it even harder. We might be losing 2. 19th, getting a little squirrely as Jeff Gordon gets by us. Ugh. Ooh, we just smack it off the wall. Kyle Busch is your leader. The season from hell, and he's out in the lead. You know, bad pit calls by, I guess it was Steve Addington at this time. Just has not really led to the kind of finishes for Kyle Busch. As we're just keeping it out as long as possible to maybe try and put ourselves into a strategy type situation. You know, we might back into a win, but I'd like to I'd much rather back into a win than, you know, finish 20th or 21st. So we're gonna pick up a spot here to the pit road. We're just having a good run. We are, well, not a good run. We're about mediocre. And Robbie Gordon just got into the back of us. Ooh, we kind of saved it. Oh, God. And that is the 7th caution of the race. Maybe I pushed it a little too far. And look at all the cars involved. Ugh. Ugh. Brother. Ew. Oh, my God. I guess that's what I get. Well, Robbie Gordon got into me. That was all on Robbie Gordon. I'll take 17th place coming out of pits. We're going to pit here because we need gas. We need tires. You know, with 9 laps left, we needed to have what I consider a solid run. Top 15, top 20, I'd be happy with. I don't know if that's going to be enough to seal the championship, but we will run well. You know, it's 2 races left after this, so we need to figure it out. And we need to figure it out fast. As we're gonna get some tires put on, change them tires, and yeah, take the other side. Now, this car looks like it has seen better days. It has seen way better days on the track, but man, it has been fun so far. Kyle Busch, your leader. We're going to come out 17th. Okay, I can work with that. Kyle Busch, looking for his first win on the year, out of the playoffs. He would be the 3rd driver not in the playoffs to win a race. Because Mark Martin won twice, Trevor Bayne won, and this would be the 3rd one. So we are back green flag racing, and looking just, we have a potential at a top 10. That is what I want. That is kind of the goal. As Kyle Busch is leading this race. Tony Stewart in 2nd. A win would do him wonders. I think he's a little bit too far out of the playoffs to win the race or win the championship. But to have a solid, you know, I think he's top 5 in points. I might be mistaken. You know, we've been recording for about a half hour now, and my memory's just shot as we get on the inside of Dave Blaney and Marcos Ambrose. We're up to 16th. We got some Kyle Busch still leading. And Jimmy Johnson right in our sights, and that's going to be a caution, and 300 cars, you know, in the 15s. Not a good normal day for the Hendrick Motorsports, as Bobby Labonte just took out Mark Martin. He just took him out. Like, I don't know if there was frustration there or something, but yeah, he took him out. Absolutely. And we're going to be, with 4 laps to go, we are up to 13th. If we can get a good launch on this restart, we could potentially get a top 10 finish here today. With as bad as this race has gone, a top 10 would be a kudos in my book, as we are already all the way up to 11th, getting past Jimmy Johnson. And that red, white, and blue lows. Oh, God. Sam Hornish. And we get past Newman. Just hold the line, man. Oh, shoot. Oh, God. Newman. Is that going to be a caution? I'll take 13th or 12th or wherever we're at. 11th place, and that is going to be a caution. The first green-white checker. Overtime. Ryan Newman blew a tire, and Juan... Why didn't... that I'll never understand. We're not going to pit here. But we are up to 11th. Casey Kane would do well with a win here today. He is a top 5 in points. I believe he's 5th. Again, I think we've pretty much got this championship sealed up. But I would gladly like to see Casey win it. As we're dropping down, we are picking up spots fast. As we're up to 8th, we left our inside wide open, though, and that is going to be filled by Martin Truex Jr. Okay. Second overtime. God. What now? Kevin Harvick just mad at the world, and he wrecks himself. Bunch of... That's why I hate Texas in the game. I hate it in real life. It's a boring-ass race, in my opinion, but I hate it in this game. All right, we're going to be rolling off P7. Oh, maybe we get a top 5 out of this. I would love a top 5. And we are back green flag racing. Martin Truex right there. Jeff Gordon with the top 5. Casey Kane right there. And freaking Brad Keselowski is your leader. He is 3rd in points. A victory would do him some good. Again, I don't know if he's got enough points to get to get the championship. But Greg Biffle off the wall. Are they gonna? I don't think it's gonna be caution. Final lap of racing, 8th place. Our tires may not be the best, but we're gonna try and hold on for this 8th place. Brad Keselowski. I don't know if he's getting challenged by anybody right there. I'm going to throw a block, and if Ambrose can get by me, he gets by me. But I would like to keep it within, have a top 10. Ambrose going to get by me. Hornish. And, ooh, shoot. And Brad Keselowski's your winner. We bring it home in 10th place. All right. That is a solid run. Let's take a look at these race results. Carl Edwards, 2nd. Ricky Stenhouse, 3rd. Jeff Gordon and Casey Kane round out your top 5. Martin Truex in 6th. Joey Logano, 7th. Marcus Ambrose, 8th. 9th, Sam Hornish Jr. And 10th. Rounding out your top 10 is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Tony Stewart ends up finishing 13th. Greg Biffle for 14th. 15th goes to Jimmy Johnson. Kevin Harvick just had an abysmal day in 27th. Clint Bowyer in 33rd. That is going to hurt his 2nd place point standings. But let's take a look at these point standings before we get out. We've got almost 100... Got like an 80-point lead. I feel like it's wrapped up at this point. My math is not very good, at least not in my head, but 2 races left. 2 races left. And we could potentially rewrite history with Dale Earnhardt Jr. winning the 2012 NASCAR Cup Series Championship. What a great time we've had with this thing. I do want to do some, well, we have 2 races left, Phoenix and Homestead. Those are going to be some really exciting races, but I feel like we are just within, it's right within our grasp to get that championship, and I can't wait. But guys, that is going to be the end of the video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you like the content, you want to see this channel grow, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more. Be sure to check out the other series that I am running on this channel. Tuesday, WWE 2K25 My GM. Going to be posting one of the four corners right here. Wednesday, NHL 25 Philadelphia Flyers Franchise 2.0 series. Going to be posting one of the four corners. Thursday, MLB The Show 25 with the Baltimore Orioles. Going to be posting one of the four corners. And the final one, Saturday night, the Madden 25 Washington Commanders live stream. Again, one of the four corners. Guys, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this series. We're about ready to wrap it up, but guys, like I said, NASCAR 15 is on the horizon. Now, guys, I got to get out of here. Hopefully, y'all had a great day, a great evening whenever you are watching this. And until next time, my friends, much love and peace out.